Welcome back. I'm John.
I'm Liz.
We are your fabulous hosts for Poly Live. Welcome to episode 6. Wow.
I know. And honestly, I'm a little sad today.
Yeah, me too.
Because SOAR is almost over. And we've had such a blast this summer hanging out with all of our incoming students. But I'm really excited for Monday because we have the transfer students coming.
Transfers, get ready. I'm going to be a leader. Look out, cafes, look out. That's me. I might be your leader. Oh, sorry.
Oh gosh, sorry. But with SOAR ending, you know, I've really been thinking, oh goodness, school's coming.
School's kind of important here. We all are here to go to school. So granted, we have a very academic-oriented episode for you today.
Yeah, and so today we're going to have the Mustang Success Center on as well as Career Services to tell you all about some awesome academic and success tools that we have here at Cal Poly.
So jumping right in from the Mustang Success Center, we have Shannon Stevens. Shannon, could you please introduce yourself and tell us what you do at the Mustang Success Center?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me. So before you get too serious, academics doesn't have to be too serious around here. We want you guys to have fun, but also take care of your academic opportunities as well. And also just want to comment your staff here. You guys seem like you're a lot of fun, so thank you for having me here this evening. I really appreciate it. So. My name's Shannon Stevens. I'm from the Mustang Success Center. We are a general advising department on campus that advises all majors and all colleges. We just opened up in fall 2013, so we're relatively new, and we are just trying to service students and help them sort of navigate the university system.
Wow, so where is the Mustang Success Center? Sounds pretty important.
So the Mustang Success Center is located in Building 52, and we're in room D37. That's where we're housed right now. And for those of you that came to SOAR, you guys came by our center on your tours.
Yeah. If you're ever wondering how to find it, just find the Einstein statue on campus and then walk into the building that's not Building 180.
And if you came here for SOAR and kind of forgot where it was, it's okay. You can find that out during the week of welcome. Just ask your leader. They'll take you right to it. So Shannon, what exactly, more in depth, what does the Mustang Success Center do for students here?
Yeah, so I think we're trying to help students navigate the university system. There's a lot of general questions where students, they just don't know where to begin. They have high school counselors, and they generally help them. If you're from the state of California, they usually help them for the A through G requirements that everybody has. And students have questions that are not always specific to curriculum. And so we're there to sort of help those students get to where they need to be and get timely and accurate information very quickly. And that's what we're all about at the Mustang Success Center. And we work with all students. So our primary focus is first and second year students, but we work with all students. We won't turn anybody away.
That's awesome. Well, how is the advising that a student would get from the Mustang Success Center different from the advising that they get from their college-specific advisor?
Yeah, I think we really differ ourselves in the fact that we're not college-specific. That's first off. And second, we work on a drop-in basis, so you don't need to make appointments. You're welcome to make appointments if you'd like to, but you do not have to make appointments. Last year, we saw students, and the longest wait time we had was probably 5 to 7 minutes. So you can get in quickly, you can get your questions answered. And it doesn't have to be about curriculum, or if you don't know where to start, we'll help students get started. And what we like to do is take the legwork out of your experience here. So we don't want you to get sent from one place to another. We'll help you in the Mustang Success Center, help you narrow down your questions and get you to exactly where you need to be.
That's really awesome. I remember when I started back in the old days, the Mustang Success Center didn't exist. And I remember going to advising, getting that experience where I was sent everywhere. So it's really nice to have a place on campus where students can go and really kind of have that liaison to help them out.
This truly is a very useful resource for you, so take advantage of it.
Yeah. So you said you focus on first and second year students. What about transfer students? Do you focus on them?
Yeah, so we focus on first year transfer students as well. A lot of the developmental pieces, and we are a traditional campus, so a lot of our students are first-time freshmen and live on campus, but we also don't want to forget about the transfer population. We're starting to get more and more transfer students, and we have an advisor specifically for transfer students who does programming for transfers and reaches out to transfers on a regular basis.
Thank you. So schedules. What is block scheduling?
Yeah, so block scheduling, we use a lot of terminology around here that not everyone's familiar with, but block scheduling, for those of you that are tuning in and you're first-time freshmen, you received your block schedules today. So you have your classes, and what this is an effort by the university to make sure that you're in degree applicable units right away, and you don't have to go through the trouble of going through the registration system and adding classes. Back when I went to school here, we actually used a phone system and you had to punch in numbers to get classes. So technology has come a long way, and so we're trying to make things more user-friendly for the students. And this is also an opportunity for our departments to have the right number of seats in the classes because they know how many students they admitted. So for example, if psychology admitted 120 new students and they want them to take Psychology 201 as an introduction course, then they can have 120 seats available for those students, and they don't have to worry about wait lists or classes getting full. So it sort of puts some of the responsibility back on the university to make sure that the seats are available for the students coming in.
Wow, that's great. So if a student, you said they received their schedules today, if they were to have a question about their block schedule, would the Mustang Success Center be a good place to start?
Absolutely, and we've already started receiving some of those phone calls today. Your college advising centers are great as well. If you made a connection with your college advising center, you're welcome to call them. We are fielding calls on the block scheduling as well. We've had a few where students' AP scores, advanced placement, didn't get posted in time, and so they were blocked into a course that they already had credit for, and so we've sort of helped them through that. Also, students will have the opportunity to change their schedules. If you're a first-time freshman, they'll be able to change those schedules August 12th through the 14th. Transfers will be registering on August 11th. And then our continuing students will have the opportunity to change their schedules starting on August 18th during open enrollment.
So you mentioned transfers next week, next Monday, they register. Will the Mustang Success Center be there for them as well?
We are. So we'll be there sort of helping out the colleges with those students as well. We also have a short presentation for the transfers also. So the Mustang Success Center will be there. I don't know if they'll get the same tour as the first-time freshmen did, and I know transfers are sort of already ingrained in their majors pretty well, and so their tour may be a little bit different than what first-time freshmen got. But we have an advisor specifically for transfers as well, and she will be reaching out to all the transfer students. Her name's Gina Salazar, by the way. So if you get an email from Gina, don't delete that email.
Save that contact.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah. All right, new subject. So what is the PolyLearn course?
Yeah,
PolyLearn.
So the PolyLearn course was sent to all first-time freshmen and transfer students, and basically what it is information that we think students need to know right now. And it's an online, it's in your portal page, and you can log into it, and it talks about information you need to know. So it gives you information about block scheduling, if you need to make changes to your block schedule, how to go about doing that. It talks about Poly Planner, which is a planning tool that students use on campus. It also talks about your curriculum and your flow charts. So it's information that we as advisors think students need to know right now. I would encourage you to go through that, and if you have questions about it, you can call your college advisors or you can call the Mustang Success Center as well.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know we had a conversation earlier about some of the really cool events that the Mustang Success Center has throughout the year. Do you want to tell us a little bit about those?
Sure. I know Laura Hunkler is coming on next. We're partnering with Career Services to do some change of major workshops. Those will actually start during WOW. So for students that already have an interest or maybe thinking about changing their major already, we'll have some workshops for you talking about change of major. We'll also go into the residence halls, and we're going to do what we call pass parties, which are plan a student's schedule. And we're going to help students get ready for registration for winter term. Because of the block schedule, you don't necessarily have to register your first term. So we're going to go in and talk about those tools for first-time freshmen. We'll also do one for transfer students up in Poly Canyon Village. We have some more change of major events happening during fall term. We have 5 change of major workshops happening during fall term. And then we have 3 during winter and spring. And so I think the 2 big ones we have coming up are the change of major workshops and the plan a student schedule workshops, where we'll also talk about the Poly Planner tool.
Yeah, so look out for, towards the end of your first quarter, you have to register for winter quarter. So he mentioned past parties. So keep an eye out for those. Those are definitely very helpful to learn how to really register through your student center.
Yeah. I also think, with the change of major workshops, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I know there's this rumor that's like, oh, you can't change your major at Cal Poly, but I think attending one of those workshops, really getting started early, if you're questioning it, is a really great way to kind of get off on the right foot.
And we have sort of changed our tone on that a little bit. I know back a few years we really were sticklers on trying to have students stay in their majors, but I think the university has sort of learned that, look, if we get students in here, they deserve the opportunity to sort of explore, and if they want to change, then they'll go through that process to change. If they meet the requirements to change, then they should be able to change their major while they're here.
You can do it. What is the best way to contact the Mustang Success Center?
So you can come by our office. Our offices are located in Building 52, room D37. You can email us at success.calpoly.edu, or you can call us on the phone as well at 805-756-6211. Those are the three ways to really get a hold of us pretty quickly.
Apparently our iPads aren't updating on time. Technology has failed us. But we have some viewer questions that we definitely want to get to.
All right.
Tim has asked us, are we allowed to switch out of an elective into a different elective?
Hi, Tim. How you doing? I think it depends on if it's a free elective. So when you say elective, to me, that can mean a few different things. It could be a free elective or a technical elective. So if it's a free elective, it's one of those classes you can take outside of your curriculum. Are you able to change those free electives if you want to? Yeah, but I would definitely call somebody just to make sure you're not making a change that could sort of take you out of a degree applicable course, and then you add one that's not degree applicable. So I would just contact somebody. You can contact your college advisor or the Mustang Success Center just to ask that question real quick. You can ask for me too if you call the Mustang Success Center. I'd be happy to answer your question, Tim.
He's a great guy. He gave me free sunglasses once. They're great.
Oh, next question from Sarah with 3 H's. Hi, Sarah with 3 H's. She says, half of my classes on my schedule are waitlisted. What exactly does that mean?
So Sarah, I'm not sure if you're a continuing student or a first-time freshman student, but if you're waitlisted, if you registered for fall, you get on a wait list. If a class fills up, then they create a wait list. And so if you are waitlisted right now, that means you are not officially enrolled in the class and you are waitlisted in that course. If you are a first-time freshman, Sarah with 3 H's, feel free to call us because we definitely need to talk about that, because you should have been blocked into classes and enrolled. If you're a continuing student, the changes can be made on August 18th during open enrollment time.
It sounds like, open enrollment.
I have to do open enrollment, so I have, yeah.
One more viewer question here. ADT asks, can you export your Poly Planner schedule into PASS?
Your Poly Planner schedule into PASS. Yes, that's coming. That technology is going to be available. So when you do your Poly Planner, it should show, when you go to do your registration, your Poly Planner, the classes that you plan should show up in PASS when you go to do, if it's not in there now, it'll definitely be there when you go to do winter registration.
Yeah.
You can't take it will not automatically enroll you in the classes you plan, though. You're still going to have to enroll in those classes, but it is going to pull your plan over in PASS, and then those things, you'll actually be some buttons where you can just say enroll in this class, and it'll take you right to the student center and allow you to enroll. It's going to take some of that legwork out.
And we have another viewer question.
All right.
From
Popular.
Talia,
All right.
Talia. Sorry, I forgot your name wrong. How easy is it to swap a class? And then if I don't receive the swap, are we able to crash a course?
Yeah, so that's the beauty of the swap. Actually, if you, instead of dropping a class and then adding, which is a mistake some students make, the swap option, if there is a problem with the course you're trying to add, it will not drop you from the class that you were previously in. I hope that made sense. Versus dropping the class first and then trying to add it later. The swap option protects you from any issues. So if you didn't meet a prerequisite for the class you're trying to swap into, it will not drop you from the previous class. But if the course is open, if there's an open class and you're trying to swap, then the swap should happen pretty easily, absolutely. What was the second part? Was there a second part of that question?
Yeah, she asked if she didn't receive the swap, would she be able to crash the class?
Absolutely, and on August 18th, I would look for that open enrollment time. Look for open classes, because Crashing classes just happens when school starts. That's when you're going to have to go to the courses, ask for a permission number from the instructors. But there's a period from August 18th up until that Wednesday or Thursday before classes start that you can add and drop classes and swap courses, electronically.
Yeah.
So.
Well, definitely coming from a student here, it's always better to get on the wait list and then go crash the class. Don't try to crash the class without being on the wait list. You're much more likely to get into it if you are already on the wait list. All right, well, we've got so many viewer questions. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. Paige asks, oh no, I got an email saying my schedule will be available today, but it isn't on my portal. What should I do?
I think you should call the Mustang Success Center page. Call us first thing in the morning because you should have gotten a blocked schedule. Absolutely, everyone was blocked unless there was a, the only reason I can see that you wouldn't have a blocked schedule is you had a hold on your record or something like that, because students who had holds on their records did not get blocked scheduled. So I would check your portal page to see if you had any holds that would have stopped registration. And if that's the case, that's why you didn't get block scheduled. If you don't see anything like that, and call us either way, and we'll help you figure it out. Okay.
Great answer. So please call them. Another question from Lauren. So Lauren has class at 7 o'clock in the morning, and ... She was wondering if she can change that.
At ... probably means you're not a morning person,
No,
Lauren. I get
it's
it.
okay.
I have class at 7 a.m. next quarter as well, and I already have caffeine dependence, so we're going to see how that works out.
I think it would depend on the class. If it's one of your major courses, I would encourage you to stay in that class, Lauren. If it's an elective or a GE class that you could swap out for something else, then maybe you could look at those things. But definitely talk to someone before you make those changes. I think here at Cal Poly, we have spread classes out now. We're starting classes much earlier than we did before. They start at 7 in the morning. They go all the way to 10 o'clock at night. So I would just let you know that you're going to have to be somewhat flexible throughout your academic career. You're not always going to get the classes you want between 10 and 2. So you can sleep in and be done early. But just make sure you're flexible, and if that class is a major course or support course, I would stay in it if it's part of your block schedule. If it's a general education course that can be swapped out for a different one at a different time, then that's something that you could possibly do, but I would talk to somebody first before you do that, all right?
Good answer, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate the confidence in me.
Well, I guess one of our viewers noticed that we do only block 10 minutes in between one class and another, and they're wondering if that's enough time to get from one class to another class.
Yes, that is enough time. That's enough passing time. The campus is somewhat spread out and hilly, but most of the classes and the rooms are pretty close to each other. So you can get across campus in 10 minutes and get to your next class. Absolutely. If it becomes an issue, I would let your instructors know that you are coming from far away and that you might end up being just a little bit late, and that way you've already communicated with them about that.
And also, if you attend Week of Welcome, your WOW leaders will be giving you a tour around campus and pointing out where your class buildings are, so that hopefully you won't get lost. And also, we have a great Cal Poly app. So if you're worried, I was really worried about getting to class in 10 minutes because I thought I was going to get lost when I first got here. But using that Cal Poly app to kind of map out the best directions, it's totally possible to walk the entire campus in 10 minutes, basically.
Adding on to that, I have never been late to a class. Woo, knock on wood, right? Sometimes I do have to speed walk, and kind of flex the quads a little bit more than I would normally do that. But don't worry about being late to class. 10 minutes is plenty of time. So just, leave a little earlier sometimes if you need to. More questions. From Mick, we have, hi Mick, are we supposed to plan out our next year before talking to an advisor? Are we supposed to plan out our next year before talking
So Mick, I think you're talking about that Poly Planner. There was an email that came out that said your Poly Planner, update your Poly Planner by August 15th. And so you don't need to do one before the other. You can contact an advisor before that. But that Poly Planner, really what they're asking you to do is just, and I don't know if first-time freshmen are as prepared to do this, but look at your flowchart on the website, catalog.calpoly.edu. And really what they're trying to do is they're trying to get what students want to take in future terms and get that information to the departments so that the departments know how many seats to offer in those specific classes. So if you know how to navigate the Poly Planner, Mick, and you've done it before and you know how to do it, I'd go ahead and update it down the road. Just get it done before August 15th. If you have questions about that, feel free to call your college advisor or the Mustang Success Center, and we'll help you through that process, okay?
We have so many more of your questions.
You're popular.
Yeah,
My
you're very
goodness.
popular.
This is great. Holy cow.
Olivia asks, when do we find out who our professors are? Because my schedule just says null or probably staff.
Yeah, so Olivia, there's still, some of the courses are still working on instructors, and so some of that information you won't know. It varies. It depends on when the departments get those instructors secured and you know, the times are secured. Some of them are just shuffling around their schedules as well, just like some of the students are, and some of the professors are. They just put staff to be safe, but you should see the names of your staff members coming up. You know, I would say over the course of the next, you know, few weeks, you should start to see names populated in there.
Thank you very much for that. Another question from Emma. This is, have to kind of think about this. So Emma really wants to add a class, and on the Poly Planner, she sees that there's a wait list for that class that she wants to add. When she goes to register for the class, should she go on that wait list, or is the wait list just for continuing students only?
No, the wait list is for new students as well. So I would encourage you, if you want that class, like Liz and John said earlier, get on the wait list, and then you can try and crash that course or ask the professor for a permission number. The other thing about the wait list is if people drop the courses, then you move down on the wait list. So if you're number 3 on the wait list and somebody drops that course, the person who was number 1 on the wait list will get in, and then you'll drop down to number 2 on the wait list, okay? So I would encourage you to get on the wait list if it says it was waitlisted and have a placeholder there. The one thing to remember is that wait lists go away that Wednesday before school starts. So you have to make sure you print out your schedule before the end of the day on Wednesday before school starts. Otherwise, you will not see your wait lists, all right?
All right, so Caroline is asking us, she's a freshman, she's trying to swap a class, and she knows that she has to do that swap on August 18th during her time, so that's awesome. But she's wondering if that's the only time she'll be able to do that swap, or can she swap classes kind of after her registration passes?
Right, so Caroline, if you're an incoming freshman, you'll actually be able to swap those classes sometime between August 12th and August 14th. And in your portal page, you should see when you have that opportunity. Continuing students have to wait until open enrollment, which is on August 18th. So Caroline, if you don't see a date between August 12th and 14th where you can make changes to your schedule, then call us, because you should be able to see that in your portal page. If you're trying to swap your classes, you can swap during that time, August 12th through the 14th, and then all the way up until that Wednesday before school starts. So that the open enrollment for everyone is on August 18th, and that goes all the way until that Wednesday before school starts. So you can swap classes all the way up until then.
And if you're concerned about finding that time, can't find it on your portal, you should call the
Mustang Success Center.
All right.
One more from Emma. Hi, Emma again. Emma was wondering where on the portal would she sign up for the wait list? And then she also says, thank you for your help.
Sure. So Emma, you can't do it right now. You have to go into your Student Center. So in the portal, you should see something that says Student Center. When you go in there, it'll say enroll, and you'll click on the little icon that says enroll, and that gets you to where you can add courses and swap courses, all right? So you should see right down on the left-hand side when you're in your portal page, going down the left-hand side, you should see something that says Student Center, and just click on that.
All right, well, thank you so much. I know that was a lot of quick-fire questions from our audience, and I really hope that you all got your answers. But of course, we have our most important question now. It's probably the most difficult question we asked. If you have 24 hours left in SLO, what would you do?
Oh, that's a good question. I love that question. And I was a student here. My answers have changed when I was a student here back in the early 90s. So much different. I'll keep it safe for the TV audience here. So I think the first thing I do is get up and take my dog to Avila Beach. There's the dog beach there, and have her go swimming. Then I think I'd want to throw batting practice to my sons out at Baggett Stadium here on campus. And then I think in the evening I'd take my wife out to Montana de Oro where we got engaged.
Aw, that's a great answer.
Wow. It's like best one yet.
I know.
Okay, calm down. Okay, well, thank you so much, Shannon. It was awesome having you on. Mustang Success Center. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact the Mustang Success Center. They are awesome at answering all of your questions, all things advising. Go to them if you need help.
And now Sam has provided some of his academic tips for success, and I'm excited to see what he's come up with.
Enjoy.
Oh, aren't you a cute little guy? Hi there, buddy. Hey. Hey, what you doing? Hi. Oh, hey. Hello. Hello, and welcome to Sam's Corner. Today is August 6th, and you received your classes today. Congratulations. You are officially enrolled at Cal Poly. But you know what that means, is that you have to start studying. So today I have prepared for you 5.75 tips for academic success. Let's go! So a Sam's Corner original, an insider fact here. The best way to ensure academic success, it's been proven, is to go to class. I once read in a scholarly article that getting to know your professors and talking to them in their office drastically increases your academic success. You should try it. So I'm here right outside the 24-hour quiet room. Students spend a lot of time in here studying, especially after hours, and a lot of times people even go to sleep in here. Oh wait, here's one now. Oh, he's so cute when he sleeps. Another great way to ensure academic success is to find a study buddy for each class that you're in. My pal Jack here, he's in one of my classes, and he is just the best studier. We study all the time. Jack, what are you doing on your phone? Come on.
Let's see, 73, 72, oh, here we go. Lamps and metalware. One of the easiest ways to achieve academic success is to engage yourself in class. Ask questions, take good notes, and just be present when you are there. It will really help you. Now excuse me while I do some light reading. Wow, that's a nice shade.
The final tip that I have for you to achieve academic success is to study 25 to 35 hours a week, like I've been doing right here. Is that like that? All these tips that I have given you today are vital for your academic success when you get here in the fall. I hope that Bye!
Those were pretty great. Yeah,
He's truly hilarious.
he is. Much funnier than we are.
Yeah.
But now we have another fantastic resource represented here. We have Laura Hunkler from Career Services. So Laura, would you go ahead and introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, so thanks so much for having me, you guys. My name's Laura Hunkler. I'm the career counselor for the College of Liberal Arts.
It's my college. I actually went to her last week to talk about grad school, so it's, it's a great resource to take advantage of.
The whole growing up thing. So what topics are covered by Career Services?
So we like to say that we cover anything career related, basically. So that can be anything from changing your major to working on a resume. We do mock interviews. We help students search for jobs and internships. We have lots of events and workshops that we offer through our office. So kind of the whole gamut. And we also say that you don't even have to have a question when you come in, and it's never too early. So if you just want to come and talk to someone about career, that sort of general umbrella of career or whatever that could mean, please come see us.
Grown-up life, as you will. Sounds like no. And if they did want to come in, where would they go to? Where is it located?
We are in building 124, which is directly across from the football stadium. It's the Student Services building.
And it's kind of weird. You enter in through the DRC and then go around.
Well, we have a person at the front desk. So if you go in the right door, then you are coming directly into our hallway.
Perfect.
So it's kind of like down toward the bottom of campus, but if you see the stadium, you are nearby Career Services somewhere, so it's not that hard to find.
Yeah, and if you came to SOAR, you went there with your leaders, so great.
Okay, my bad. So how do you make an appointment with Career Services, and are there walk-in hours?
Yes. So the best way to make an appointment is to call us. The phone number is 805-756-2501, extension 4. That will get you to a human. And we have a lot of counselors, and you don't have to know your counselor's name. You just give your major, and they'll set you up with the right person. So that's the best way to make an appointment. We also have drop-in hours. They're going to be called Fast Track this year, and they are Monday through Thursday, 1 to 4. So that means you don't have to make an appointment. You can just show up. And those are typically 15-minute appointments.
Yeah, and those walk-in hours are great. I've definitely taken advantage of those before. They're really helpful just to get maybe a quick look over your resume or little quick advice. We have a question from one of our viewers. His name is Katareste, or her name, I guess. It's from our fight song, so great job. And this person asks that they hear internships are really important, and is that true?
Yes, internships definitely are. I mean, they're a way for you to start getting ideas about what you do and don't want to do. So once you've actually worked in a field and you've done a job, you know whether that's for you or not. Employers also like to see that you have related experience to whatever it is you're applying for. So yeah, internships are great. And we have a career fair every quarter. So we have lots of employers coming because they want to hire our students for internship and career positions.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. So what do students do during an appointment?
Yeah, so it really is going to vary depending on why a student is there. But, you know, a lot of times students just want to talk the whole time. It can be really helpful just to kind of articulate how you're feeling and have somebody listen and help you organize your thoughts. We do a lot of showing students resources. So we have a ton of stuff on our website that's really helpful. Sample resumes, alumni career profiles, things like that. LinkedIn is another great resource that we use all the time with students. And I find that a lot of times students are on LinkedIn, but they don't know how to use it or what to do with it. So we do that a lot. We work on resumes with students. We also offer mock interviews. So if a student has an interview coming up, they can come in and we can kind of pretend we're that employer and we can do like a fake interview with them. So yeah.
That's very useful.
I know, it's really cool. So what services are provided for first-time freshmen?
We actually have something new this year that we're super excited about. So we have two groups of counselors in our office. We have a freshman focus team, and that's what's new this year. And then we have a college specialist team. So the freshman focus team is just going to work with first-time freshmen. So that is a team of 3 counselors in our office, and you're going to see them out and about on campus a lot. They're going to be in the res halls doing programming, and they, I think, are maybe even going to do some small group work with students as well. So that is a new resource just for freshmen. And then we have the college specialist team. So freshmen are certainly welcome to meet with their college specialist counselor too. So each college has their own career counselor, and we work closely with faculty and advisors in those colleges, and then we have just a lot of knowledge about, you know, how majors in those colleges relate to careers and that kind of thing.
And going off of that question, what services are provided for transfer students?
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar. Everything I've mentioned so far is available to all students. So one thing transfers could probably look for this year is more specific programming that's targeted just for transfers. But yeah, all of our workshops are open to all students. All of our career fairs are open to all students. We do, you know, it's important for transfers because they have less time at Cal Poly to get in early and see us. So I would even say the first quarter they get here, come and talk to us.
Yeah, definitely. So earlier you mentioned kind of change of major being under career services. What does career services do to help students with change of major decisions?
Yeah, so we really just want to help students make a good decision. We want to make sure it's not something that the night before they were like, you know, sociology sounds pretty cool. I think I'm going to switch my major to this. But we want to like help them through that process. So part of it is knowing your interests, your skills, and your values. So we do a lot of talking about that and helping students, you know, start to figure out what those are and articulate what those are. And then the other part of it is matching what they know about themselves with careers. So if I know I'm like this, what kind of careers relate to me and my interests and my values and all of that. So yeah, we want to help make a good decision. But we're not the deciders. You know, we're not the ones saying you can or you can't do it. We're just there to support that process.
Awesome.
We do have a viewer question from Queen Bay, if I am reading that correctly. Queen Bay, hi, nice to see you. Queen Bay says, I hear that you can take a professional test to see what type of career you should have and personality types, kind of like Myers-Briggs.
Yeah.
Does the career services offer those?
Yes, that is a great question. We do offer those. So those are called career assessments, and we offer the Myers-Briggs. We also have one called the Strong Interest Inventory, and then there's another one that actually you could even take now if you wanted to, called the Focus 2, that's available on your portal through Mustang Jobs. And so, yeah, career assessments can kind of help you start to hone in on interest, skills, values, and then think about how those match with careers. So those are what we call formal assessments, ones that you take online, or the paper pencil assessments. But you also, when you're meeting with a career counselor, that's kind of an assessment too. So we do the same types of things in appointments.
That's awesome. I really want to go take all those tests now. That sounds
They're pretty cool.
super cool. My major is all about personality tests, so that's awesome. Earlier you mentioned career fairs. What other events does Career Services hold on campus?
So we do a lot of workshops. We have several weekly, and those are on topics like writing a resume, putting your passions to work, getting a job, interview skills. So we offer those throughout the quarter all the time, open to all students. We also try to bring a lot of employers to campus for things like panel discussions. So we'll have people from, the big data industry come and speak on a panel and answer student questions about what that field is like. So we do a lot of that. We also, I'm representing our office. This is our Work Hard, Dream Big campaign, which is our social media campaign where we're asking students to share their success stories in terms of career. So if they landed their dream internship or whatever it might be. And we have a booth that corresponds with this. So you'll see our booth, us with our t-shirts on, out and about on campus, and we're there to answer quick questions, to look over your resume, whatever it might be.
Awesome, yeah.
And how can students find out about all these events? Because it sounds like there's a lot going on. So.
Yes, there is a lot. On our website, so it's
Website.
careerservices.calpoly.edu. We don't yet have our fall workshop schedule, but that'll be coming soon. Yeah, all of that information is there, how to make an appointment, and then tons of other great resources on our website.
Yeah, and the career fairs are definitely a big deal. You know when it's career fair days because everyone's all dressed up and
Snazzy.
carrying around free water bottles that they got from
Totally
different
understand.
employers.
Yeah.
All right, so also I know Career Services has Mustang Jobs. Can you explain what that is to all of our students?
Yeah, so Mustang Jobs is Cal Poly's job portal. And that is where companies post positions for internship, career positions, as well as on-campus and local part-time work. It's a great way to start your job search because, like I said, companies are posting there because they're interested in hiring Cal Poly students. And that is available through your portal. It'll just prompt you at the beginning to upload your resume.
Yeah, I actually got my part-time job downtown from Mustang Jobs. It was really, really easy. Just like 2 clicks because my resume was already on there, and it just sent them an email saying I was interested with my resume. It was so useful.
Perfect. Hashtag work hard, dream big.
Yeah.
I also got hired through Mustang Jobs, so it's very helpful. Just do it. Johnson, our viewer, hi Johnson, has a question. Is there a way to see what companies are coming to the career fairs?
Yes, that is another great question, Johnson. You can do that on Mustang Jobs. So all of the companies coming are going to be listed on Mustang Jobs, as well as the positions they're recruiting for. So it's not going to be there yet because it's still being updated. We still have companies signing up to come. We usually get about 600 for those 2 days. So keep checking back. In the next couple of weeks, you should see the companies as well as the positions they're recruiting for.
Yeah. And I know you already answered this. I just want to reinforce it. How is Mustang Jobs accessed for students?
Through the portal.
Through the portal.
Yeah, so you have your Cal Poly portal, and then it's usually one of the quick links on the left.
Okay, thank you for that. And then what is the best way to find out all this information on career services? Is it the website, or how else can we
I
do
would
that?
say come see us.
Come see you? Okay.
We, hired a lot of people this summer. We have a lot of staff members to help you. So yeah, make an appointment and come and see us. Also our website. All of this information is there too.
Check them out.
Okay, well, not related to career services, but the difficult question, you knew it was coming. If you had 24 hours left in San Luis Obispo, what would you do?
Yeah, I definitely would bike in Edna Valley. I've gotten really into cycling since I've lived here, and that's my favorite ride, just like the rolling hills out there. And I would probably eat some delicious food. It's really hard to narrow down where that might be. Maybe like Luna Red or something.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. So good. If it was summertime, I'd go to an outdoor concert somewhere. Yeah.
That's a good answer too. It's been a day of good answers.
Mind-blowing, yeah. Too much to do.
Well, thank you so much, Laura, for joining us. I didn't even know Career Services did all of that.
Me neither.
I've been here for 4 years, so
Yeah,
that
4
was
years.
awesome information. Thank you so much. All right, well, that's our show. We're almost done. Our next episode is August 20th, and we'll be answering supporters' biggest questions. So we'll have parent and family programs on, as well as the registered dietitian to talk about dining and eating healthy on campus, which is great.
Gotta stay healthy while you're here on campus. So, feel free to tune in August 20th, 2 weeks from now at 6 p.m. We're gonna be here again. Woo! Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Yeah, like us on Facebook. Woo! Give us that thumbs up. And that's about all we gotta say. I don't know what else I have to say.
So we're gonna have Jack take us out with a song, and I think it's academics themed, somewhat.
Acoustics, baby.
So awesome. Thanks
you.
for watching.
Baby, we were making straight A's, but we were stuck in the dumb days. Don't take no time to memorize your lies. I feel like I've been hypnotized. But when then that magic man, he came to town. He came and spun my head all around. He said, recess is in session, 2 and 2 make 5. And oh now, baby, I'm alive. I'm alive! And if you wanna be the teacher's pet, oh baby, you just better forget. Oh yeah, well, I got no reason or I got no rhyme. You better get me to school on time. Alright, John, I'm gonna need a little bit of help here. Can I just come? Can you wanna head over here? Yeah. Grab your mic too, yeah. Because I want like a ooh la la la, ooh la la la.
That's all I do. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la,
Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la 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 la. And if you wanna be the teacher's pet, oh baby, you just better forget. Yeah, I got no reason, oh I got no rhyme. You better get me to school on time. Yes. See you next episode.